So our first problem for today will be to add 3/5 plus 7/3. Okay, in order to add these fractions, we need a common denominator, so we need to look for the least common multiple between 5 and 3. So if you skip count by 5s, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. If you skip count by 3s, you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. The lowest multiple that those have in common is 15. So we want to convert both of these fractions into 15ths. Now, to get to 15ths from fifths, we take 5 times 3 to get to 15. So we would need to take 3 times 3 to get 9. And here 3 times 5 is 15, so 7 times 5 would be 35. So everybody should please type into the chat box your answer. So now we have common denominators. We converted fifths and thirds into 15ths. 5 times 3 was 15, so 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. And 7 times 5 is 35. So the sum of these two fractions would keep 15ths in the denominator. That's the size of piece we're dealing with. And then 9 plus 35 is 44. So we have 44 15ths. Are there any questions? So the next problem is 44 15ths less than, equal to, or greater than 2.9? Okay, so to figure out if 44 15ths is less than, equal to, or greater than 2.9, we're going to enter that into Desmos. 44 15ths means 44 divided by 15, and we can see that this is 2.93333, repeating on and on forever. So 44 15ths is slightly greater than 2.9. You'll notice I did not tell you to round to any number of decimal places, so you can't assume that you're allowed to round. You would just need to take the number as at face value, 2.93 repeating. Now, for the last problem we'll look at is taking 3/5 times 7/3. When we're multiplying fractions, you can simplify within first before you multiply. So I see I can simplify either diagonally or vertically. Go ahead and finish this off. We can cancel diagonally by dividing both of these numbers by 3. So we are left with 7/5. Okay, and I am going to do one more here. Let's divide 3/5 divided by 7/3. Dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we can take 3/5 times 3/7. Then to multiply fractions, we'll take numerator times numerator, which would be 9. Denominator times denominator would be 35. Always check to see if you can simplify before you give your final answer. So here we would have 9/35. Back on number 3, if you had chosen not to simplify within, and if you had taken 3 times 7 to get 21, and 5 times 3 to get 15, then at the end, you would need to simplify this and divide both the 21 and the 15 by the greatest common factor of 3, ending up with 7/5 as your final answer.